enchanting heart of Rome, beneath the Apostles' crowning dome. During the Holy Year of 1950, hundreds of thousands of Catholics from the four corners of the earth come in pilgrimage to Rome. They worship in the ancient churches and dedicate themselves anew to the way of life in which we who are Catholics believe. On Christmas Eve, Pope Pius XII was carried into St. Peter's for the opening of the Holy Door, a symbol of the renewing of the life of faith for the pilgrim. As the Pope knocks on the door with the silver hammer, he intones in Latin, "Open unto us the gates of justice." The procession moves into the cathedral, and the Pope goes to the altar for the first Vespers of Christmas. The Holy Year has begun. It was in Bethlehem that the story began nearly 2,000 years ago. Joseph and Mary went up from Galilee, out of the town of Nazareth into Bethlehem. To Mary was born a son, and he was named Jesus. Jesus took his disciples to this garden of Gethsemane, where through the night his soul was in agony. The Church of the Nativity enshrines the very place where Christ was born. In Capernium, the scene of many miracles, there are still signs of the Roman occupation of the Holy Land. Roman soldiers took St. Paul, a prisoner in chains, to Rome, the metropolis of the world. Paul entered Rome on foot through this historic Appian Way, where the early Christians dug the catacombs, a place of refuge from persecution, where they could worship in peace and bury their dead. The martyred Christians were torn to pieces in this Coliseum to make a Roman holiday. In celebration of their conquest of Jerusalem, the Romans built this arch of Titus. But as the buildings of Rome crumbled into ruins, and the mighty Forum became no more than a graveyard of glories gone by, the gospel of Christianity spread through the world. The castle of St Angelo, rising above the ruins of pagan Rome, symbolizes the new Rome and the faith of the New Testament. St Angelo on the banks of the Tibor remains one of the landmarks of present-day Rome. Where the Caesars failed, the Christians prevailed and built their churches. St. John's Lateral. St. Mary Major. St. Peter's itself is the largest church in the world, and 100,000 can worship together. This is indeed the eternal city. St. Peter was crucified in the square and was buried where the high altar now stands. Over his tomb was built a small oratory, which has always been the center of Christian devotion. Every pilgrim goes first to this famous statue of the apostle. The first Holy Year in 1300 was proclaimed by Pope Boniface VIII. Throughout the centuries, artists have pictured the history of St. Peter's, and today, the treasures are there for all to see. Pilgrims to Rome witness many scenes of pageantry and symbolism. The solemn canonizations and beatifications, and perhaps the most stately and impressive of all, the inauguration of Cardinals, when new princes of the Church are created. One by one, the new cardinals approach the papal throne and kneel before His Holiness. Over the head of each is held the large, flat cardinal's hat, symbol of the new dignity and status. The hat is never worn. It remains simply as a symbol and does not appear again until the cardinal dies, when it is placed on his coffin. After the ceremony of inauguration, the Pope is borne in the carrying chair, bestowing his blessing down the length of the great Basilica, where emperors have been crowned, where countless saints and great monarchs of the world's history, including our own King Alfred, have paid their homage.